In all of the handprint work that we did, we found that activating handprint learning involved an expanding of conventional subject teaching. It was nothing new, it was nothing add-on, it was just an action learning expansion for ESD to be activated. So we looked at how could this be from conventional pedagogy. Well, conventional pedagogy involves teaching a subject for the acquisition of concepts and skills. And as good teachers, we often then task the students to learn concepts and to develop systems thinking. And then what we are required to do by the curriculum is to assess the knowledge and skills that have been acquired. Now, if we take this as a task sequencing process, working from Edward's work on task sequencing, then there's not a lot of space for the learner agency. And we found that if one was able to think about including the learner and expanding this conventional instructional sequence, it was possible to open up ESD around a matter of concern and to use the 4 quadrants, all of the quadrants. The first quadrant is what do we know and how were things in the past? How are things today? What does this mean to us today? And how can we make things more sustainable together? So you can see by asking these questions, they're not simply the teachers providing the instructional guidance, but the children being part of this process. And an ESD process involves both the acquisition of knowledge from a subject and also using this knowledge, the agency to develop this knowledge through participation, as proposed by Anna Svard. And therefore, what one's able to see in a lot of our teaching, the children need to acquire the knowledge to understand a concern, and then need to participate in engaging that concern to develop the agency to be able to resolve concerns together. So the tune-in can be followed by a finding out, can lead to a working out of solutions, and then also a taking of action. And in this way, the process of learning becomes much more centered on learner agency through a conversation that starts, that leads to inquiry and a positive capacity for students to know things and to be able to do something with the knowledge that they have acquired. And that is at the center of a pedagogy for ESD.